I've always said that Yu-Gi-Oh is an easy game to learn until it's not. The basics of the game are very easy to learn. You're able to get one normal summon per turn, you can have infinite special summons per turn so long as you make the requirements for said special summons. Deck must be between 40 and 60 cards, you're allowed to have a 15 card side deck and a 15 card extra deck. The cards in the side or extra deck can be whatever as long as they follow the ban list, and the cards in the extra deck can only be summoned by their own means if the deck is able to play them. So if you have a Dark Magician deck and you want to run Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, unless you have a way to cheat it out, you cannot summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And speaking of summons, there's one type of summon that people don't seem to understand, and that is inherent summons versus just every other type of special summoning in the game. Inherent summons can be monsters that can be special summoned by traditional methods of the game, such as Stardust Dragon here being a synchro summon, or have their own means of special summoning themselves from the deck, such as Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. But what about cards that aren't inherent special summons? What does that mean? Other types of special summons are cards that are special summoned by not their own effect or by basic game mechanic. Take Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spears here. This card has a tribute effect where if you tribute this card, you are able to special summon a dragon from your deck but make its attack and defense 0/0. This is not an inherent summon because the monster that's being summoned is not being summoned by its own effect, and it's not a core mechanic of the game like Synchro, Fusion, XYZ. Now some people might be asking, well, where does that affect me in this situation? Well, it's when you get into cards like Solemn Strike here. You see, Solemn Strike, you pay 1500 life points, you're able to negate the monster's effect or negate the summon of a monster. Now that only includes inherent summons, so if you try to Solemn Strike the summon off of Hieratic Seals, it's not going to work. There are cards that do say negate a summon if it's summoned off a card's effect, or you can just flat out negate spheres with cards like Call by the Grave anyway. But the fact that cards like Solemn Strike and Solemn Judgment only stop inherent summons is very confusing in the game because it doesn't say stop inherent summon. It doesn't say stop non-inherent summons. It says stop the summon. A very simple solution to this would just for Konami to come out and say, hey, new ruling for the Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, and card that just says stop summon. It just stops the summon, inherent or not. But Konami is not known for making the wisest decisions with their card games. Sometimes they get home runs, but a lot of time they strike out. So what do you guys think? What is a good solution to help new players understand that they can't Solemn Strike a Monster Reborn?